And welcome back on into Sports Radio 94 WIP. I'm here along with Jonah Castle and Michael Grownick. Today we're broadcasting live from Villanova in front of a live audience. Quite exciting. We will get to questions from them in a minute, but first we're going to talk about the NFC favorite to win it next year.
Well, I think the NFC favorite to win this year, other than the Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning champion, has to be the team that they beat in the NFC Conference Championship, the San Francisco 49ers. Shanahan has a system where anyone can play quarterback and they will thrive. Brock Purdy looked so good out there last year, even though that might not be how good he really is, because he is surrounded by Christian McCaffrey. He is surrounded by Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, and he has that safety blanket, George Kittle. The 49ers also have a top 5 defense that is a game wrecker for any offense who goes up against them. I'm taking the 49ers.
So, great surrounding team. Maybe not the quarterback, but they can still make it. Your thoughts, Michael?
I mean, obviously, besides the Philadelphia Eagles, like you just said, I'm going with a really hot take here, a dark horse. It's the Seattle Seahawks, man. Geno Smith, I mean, who expected him to be as good as he was last year? I think he's going to keep it up. Still has DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett for wide receiver core. Even though they lost Rashad Penny to Philadelphia this past offseason, I still think their defense is pretty good and they have a real shot.
So you guys both believe the Super Bowl hangover will be too much for the Eagles, and the Niners are good without a great quarterback, and Geno Smith can carry them. Now, over to the AFC. Can the Chiefs make it back, or is there someone else who can challenge them?
I think the Chiefs are a great team, but a team that no one would be expecting to win the AFC this year is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've got an insanely good quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, great at comebacks. He had 2 10-plus point comebacks that come to my mind, one against the Chargers and one against the Cowboys. Trevor Lawrence has that dog in him, okay? And he has an underrated defense around him that can save games. They are not great at stopping great-level quarterbacks like Lawrence, but Lawrence can outscore other teams very easily with weapons like Ridley and Kirk and Ingram, as well as his running back, Travis Etienne.
So a lack of defense, but you're saying that the quarterback and Doug Peterson can't make it to the Super Bowl. Your thoughts, Michael?
I mean, I got to say, Trevor Lawrence probably has a poodle in him at most. Real person that has a dog in him, probably a pit bull. Josh Allen, the Madden cover athlete. He can really just do it all, especially with good wide receivers like Gabriel Davis and tight end and Dawson Knox. Their defense is always amazing. I mean, I really think they're going to destroy the Jaguars if they meet up in the playoffs.
Wow, a hot take that the man with all the interceptions will somehow be able to get over his problems. Well, after that hot take, I'm seeing a lot of reaction from our audience, so we'll take some questions. You there?
You mentioned the Niners not having a quality quarterback. What about Trey Lance? They gave up a lot to get him. What are your thoughts on him?
Well, personally, I think Brock Purdy has shown way more than Trey Lance has. Trey Lance has not started that many games, and he immediately got injured. While Brock Purdy, while he did get injured in that game against the Eagles, he was pretty durable, and his O-line was obviously not that great in that Eagles game. So if he can stay healthy, I think that the job is his to lose.
Jonah, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I think that Brock Purdy was a flash in the pan, and they made it there because teams did not have a good book on him. They now know what to expect from him, and I think the Niners will fall short. And Trey Lance, too many injuries. We're going to take another question. You sir?
Yeah, so you guys mentioned 2 teams we're going to see, the Jaguars and the Bills. What are your thoughts on the Bengals, possibly them winning the AFC?
I mean, they might have a chance. You know, Joe Burrow's been playing pretty well, but they really just can't get past the AFC Championship, especially. I mean, they had that one year where they made it to the Super Bowl. They lost in the Super Bowl to the Los Angeles Rams. So I really just don't think they can make it that far.
All right, so we've heard that the Jaguars could make the Super Bowl, the Bills could make the Super Bowl. We'll get more talk after the break about is Victor Wembanyama overrated or not. The number to call, 888-629-9494. We'll be right back right after this.